you'll get a kick out of this morning's guest. Meet him, coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning with the Millen team of Wells Fargo Home Mortgage on 38th Avenue in the Bilo Shopping Center. We're focused on Global Soccer Ministries International, and we're visiting with Paul Banta. Good morning, Paul.
Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you again.
Thank you so much. You're the founder of Global Soccer Ministries International. Is that right?
When it works, I am.
I love it. I've heard that's a joke in and of itself. We were talking about some new jokes earlier this morning, but I think you said your wife wouldn't let you tell any.
Neither. My whole family wouldn't allow that, man.
Big event tomorrow night, your third annual big fundraiser.
Oh, we're excited about it. We're very excited, and we have some great entertainment there. Our keynote speaker is going to be Fisher DeBerry. Fisher DeBerry is a legendary football coach. Many colleges and universities at the Air Force Academy, United States Air Force Academy. I spoke to him on the phone the other day. He's excited about being here and sharing his life story. And he's an exciting man. He's got his own ministry that he and his wife do in Colorado Springs, so we're excited about sharing that with us.
And he's a Palmetto State native.
Oh, yeah, sure. He's coached Wofford and some other places, and he's just a good man. Good man. We're excited to have him with us and join us, and we're one of the privileged group of people that have that happen.
Absolutely. So tomorrow night's event is not just for folks that are interested in soccer. It's obviously folks interested in many things more than that, and having a famous football coach is exciting.
Well, we felt Fisher he's a decent man, and we would probably draw people in more so than soccer. And so we decided to bring him in. And
there's a lot of interest in soccer on the Strand, though. A heck of a lot of soccer professionals outside of yourself. I mean, a lot of folks very interested in furthering the sport. Oh, yeah. When I came here 23 years ago, there was just a handful of kids playing, and now there's hundreds and hundreds of kids playing, and it's exciting to see. The Hispanic group here is playing soccer a lot, and of course the university where I coached for years is still at it. Sure. And so in this area it is a growing sport, and it won't stop. No. Paul, real quick about yourself. Are you originally from the area? No, not originally. When I first came down, it was like a country area here, and people asked me where I was from. I said, I'm a country boy. And fortunately, they never went beyond that and asked where I was from, but I'm from New York. And people think, there's nobody in New York that's country. But I was a country boy, and I worked on a farm. Is that right? Yeah, I hunted and I fished and trapped and had a great outdoor life. My father provided that for us, and so I grew up in upstate New York in a mountain range area. Son of a gun. And you said 23 years here you've been down in the area. Was Coastal what brought you down? Coastal is what brought me down. That's correct. I got a job being the assistant athletic director when Bobby Richards was the athletic director. He was the baseball coach and I was the soccer coach. We didn't have dorms then. None at all? No. We built a program. Well, baseball was pretty good, but the soccer program, there was nothing at all. In fact, there was about half a dozen flat soccer balls, and they didn't hold air too long, so we started a program and became quite successful, and the school was behind it, which they still are behind that program. Oh, yeah. And the players did it all. That is wonderful. It's either people or players, and in that instance, they're both. Players are people. That's right. And they can't win and be successful without being the right type of person. Yes. It's like anything in life, isn't it? If you're a bad person, you're not successful. If you're good, you'll be successful. I think that's what I believe in. Because good never hurts you, and you can always go forward with that. But being bad, we've all been bad at times, but and it always hurts. Always straightens you out eventually. That's right. For some strange reason, God tests us, but we're making some wrong choices, and which I've done in my life as well as most men. Sure, all of us. That's right. Sure. Most men and women. That's right. That's the reason why we're doing Global Soccer Ministries International. Get some better choices going in the future. Tomorrow night's event benefits Global Soccer Ministries International indirectly or directly? Directly. Directly, okay. Yeah, pretty much every dime we raise will cover
going to children. International Soccer Outreach is our fundraising arm.
Okay.
And they're run by an organization called Coaching Charities.
Coaching Charities.
They run foundations to raise money for nonprofit organizations. Mm-hmm. So we decided to keep the name Global Soccer Ministries. We've been doing it for about 4 years now. Mm-hmm. And so they're really helping us try to do some fundraising to help basically poor kids that we work with in different countries we're at.
All over the world.
Well, right now we're in Eastern Europe, in Romania. We've been there for about 3.5 years. And then we're in Guatemala. We've been there for 2 years. We've been going back and forth to Jamaica for about 2 years. I've been doing coaching education. And we're about ready to start something quite large down there. And we've got some wonderful connections with local folks here.
Yeah, yeah.
Doc Green and Jean Fortier, people that have gone and done mission work in Haiti, and we're about ready to move into Haiti. We're quite excited about that, with 5, 6 schools there.
Oh, that's fantastic,
and,
yes.
And we're doing some shipping of some gear over there in a few days, and we're quite happy with the potential there. We got some great people that work.
Yes, so Guatemala, Romania, of course the U.S., and now the opportunity to move into Haiti with Jean Fourier and Jamaica,
yep.
and Dr. Bill Green and the others.
Yeah, and possibly in the future we're working on a program here in the United States for the poor kids in soccer in the United States. That's futuristic, but we have a vision for that, and we'll just see if God wants us to do that. Hey, we'll just be the hands and feet. Yes.
2 years ago, we were together promoting your first big event, of which tomorrow night is now the 3rd annual event, and will be going on, I assume, many, many years to come. Tomorrow night's venue is what?
And by the way, before I share that,
yeah, please.
You haven't aged a bit, man. That's great.
Paul, and you haven't either. That's right.
Well, I dye my hair now.
Yeah.
No, I don't dye my hair. Tomorrow night events, we're going to start off about 6 o'clock, and there'll be a silent auction, and there'll be an art show.
Right.
Lots of people in art are giving their art work, and
right.
Quite happy about that. And then we have an event that we have a band there. We have a country and western singer who's a songwriter, a friend of mine. He's going to help us. Fisher DeBerry from the Air Force Base will be our keynote speaker, as we shared. And we have 2 or 3 other people saying a few words here and there that are in some of the countries that we're at. We're bringing our staff in from Guatemala. And
is that right, for tomorrow night's event?
Right.
That's fantastic.
We're excited about that.
Great.
And Nathan Hardiman and his wife will be with us. They're up here for 2 weeks. And we have a wonderful video to show people what we're actually doing, which goes for about 8 minutes. And basically, we're in some of these countries, we're working with adults and youth. But again, like I said before, with poor kids that have nothing. Mm-hmm. And we're really trying to help them out. And our work deals strictly with the holistic approach of the kid, and not just one aspect like soccer.
When you say that, you mean?
Well, we want to work with the whole child. Mm-hmm. I mean that word's out there today, and it's been out there for 15 years. Mm-hmm. And really, we're working with the physical part of them, the emotional, the spiritual, as well as teaching this game of soccer and using that as a tool. Because they're all passionate about the game. We have no idea what passion about sports are in this country. I mean, I hate to say that, but...
yeah, you better not say it again. No,
that's right. I know that, but I mean, we have no idea. We're getting there, but...
And why do U.S. citizens not have an idea about passion in sport? I mean, you know, you just
well, it's yeah. I personally feel that soccer's been a sport out there which has been out there for many, many years.
Right.
People live and die with the game. I mean, you don't die because your team lost the game. I mean, and talk about it for 2 weeks. You know, we leave it. We have other things to do in this country. Yes, we do have a passion for sports. I understand all that. I'm one of those people.
Sure.
But when we talk about changing the lifestyle of people, and it's a total conversation of their entire lifestyle, night and day, you know, it's quite interesting. On that note, we're working on a potential coffee house. My wife, I hope she doesn't hear this, but we're working on a potential coffee house in Guatemala. To actually use the passion of soccer being taped in from live videos from all over the world and showing that and having people enjoy coffee there.
Exciting.
To train 6 or 8 people at one time to go into Islamic worlds. Because, you know, in Islamic worlds they don't drink. And the men like to go out to coffee houses and have a little night out on their way back from work. And we're hoping to use that as a ministry tool.
Very interesting.
when we talk about the passion of the game, hey, they'll go from work to watch the game before they go home to their wife. Now, I don't think that's the right thing to do. That's not right, Joy. That's my wife.
That's Joy, your wife, yes.
But people are passionate about the game, so they just basically live and die for it.
That's fascinating. Paul, for a viewer who needs to get off to work now or get family off to school, what's the best phone number to call to find out a little more about tomorrow night's event? And, of course, we want to go over that location again, but the best phone number for someone to call?
Well, if you're out of state or not in the 843 area code, it's 843 235-3762.
Okay, 235-3762, and
Yeah,
I think you and Matt talked about it being a $100 donation. The tickets are a $100 donation, and the opportunity to come and enjoy a tremendous meal. It's Hanser House, I believe, in the catering?
Yeah, we eat there at least once a week, my wife.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Great.
fantastic.
Is that in Paulie's?
Yes, it's in Paulie's. In fact, the guy used to play for me, so that's where we got him. He's a good cook, so we're really happy about it.
They're catering the buffet. I know you all have already sold a lot of tickets, more than 300. Still have some room. If a couple of folks are interested, please pick up the phone.
Yeah, we'll call on the phone and we'll get you tickets and reserve them at the door, and you're in. You're going to have a good time.
For our viewers in the PD or southeastern North Carolina who'd like to have an opportunity to see Fisher DeBerry up close and personal, a guy with a tremendous track record like that, or yourself even, or some of the other folks in Guatemala that are coming up. If they're traveling down, if they called and are traveling down, willing to come down for tomorrow night's event at 6, where is it located and how easy is it to find?
It's not difficult. You get on to 17 and start heading south after Murrell's Inlet. You just keep going, and you're going to go through several traffic lights, but you'll come through a main traffic light in Pawleys Island. McDonald's is one of our supporters, so hey, McDonald's is on the right-hand side. Go down about another 200 yards on the left, you'll see a large church that sits back. There'll be a parking lot there. There's a small field. You can't miss it because there's soccer goals in front. There's nothing to do with the events.
Right.
We put them there for the community to use.
I love it. I love it.
And so park your car and walk right through the front door.
It's Pawleys Island Community Church.
That's correct.
Okay, real easy to find. What's on tap for tomorrow night's event? What are some of the things going on? Of course, Fisher DeBerry speaking, tremendous buffet, Hanser House.
Well, you're going to hear a guy that's a legend in the game of football, and that's American football. Right.
Not football.
Not football. No. See, and so that's one of the biggest things. I mean, here's a man that has a tremendous heart, raised by a single parent, knows what it is to struggle, and you're going to hear about his ministry. He doesn't want women to struggle anymore. We've got tons of single moms out there. I know I've coached a lot of guys with him. I was in a shantytown shack the other day in Guatemala, and it was 10 by 10, and there was a single mom there with 4 or 5 kids, and she was thanking me for the mere fact that we're taking her son, and having him involved in Global Soccer Ministries. I couldn't take it.
That's tremendous.
I had to leave. I mean, her stove was on the dirt floor. Okay, there's 5 or 6 people in that little shack, and so. Of course, he didn't live in a shack, but, I mean, this is the problem we have in our society. Right. And where are the men? No offense, I was there sometimes. I was there and I wasn't there. So we've got to be there as men, and he's trying to help out those family situations. And he and his wife are great partners in doing that. So we're going to hear about that.
That's wonderful.
And he's going to challenge the people that come there, so we're excited about that.
That is tremendous. Well, knowing the Global Soccer Ministries International is just that, is international. If folks wanted to make a donation, they could target it to a certain area. If they wanted to say, I wanted to go to Guatemala or Romania or stay in the U.S., for instance. So,
sure. We have on our website, which is globalsoccerministries.org. I mean, you can go to the donation page. And we'll even take your house if you want to donate.
Can I donate my house?
We'll be happy to
And the mortgage? That's great.
No, not the mortgage part.
Oh, okay,
not the
mortgage, yeah.
Unless it's close to being paid up.
Unless it's from Wells Fargo home mortgage.
Well, as a pun for Wells Fargo, I just took a new mortgage out of my home with Wells Fargo.
Is that right? We'll tell Donna. Yeah, that's tremendous.
I know this is on the air, but they're great people. They really are.
Yeah,
and they're there, and they're going to donate a table, and they're going to be bringing people. And so
is that right?
Yeah, we're really thrilled about that. And and of course, one of those guys used to play soccer for me. It's all soccer connected.
I love it.